folks. This is Poet to Poet. I'm Robert Dunn. I get the host, and it's going to be one of those wild and woolly shows today because we have the Acoustic Poets Network, or at least the three mainstays of them. They include Paula Kersey, Carol, yes, that is her real name, folks, and Zoe Jade Austin. And they're as exciting a trio as I've come across in quite a long time. It's not often I get to date three women at once, but as Groucho Marx once said, I hate to see a girl walk home alone. Tell us a little bit about the Acoustic Poets. Who wants to explain what you are and what you do and why?
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
How about Carol? Go ahead, Carol.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Explain how we started.
Oh, Paula and I met first among some poetry. I think she invited me to come along, and I heard poetry, and I said, I can do that. And so I started doing that, and then we hooked up with Zoe along the way, and before you knew it, we had a thing going.
What kind of thing was it, Zoe?
We basically, I think what we did was we kind of had a vision of what we'd like to see available as far as poetry is concerned, and we shared that common vision, and then along the way we committed to it.
What was in the vision?
I think pretty much we're dedicated to expanding the creative process and stretching and trying to find different ways to develop the art.
With an eclectic approach. You know, the use of the music behind or under, the use of sound effects to enhance words or punching certain words. So we kind of stretch each other. I think we're going to be doing more of that and more reading each other's work as well, and doing some type of trio work.
Does that mean you're going to swap poems now?
We're going to swap poems now. We hadn't anticipated doing that.
All right, tell you what. Why don't we run the gauntlet? And I can't think of a more pleasant gauntlet to run. And go through another set of poems. So, Paula,
Great.
you're up.
All right, let's see what we got here. I marked my choices. This one's a little bit of a humorous one, and it's called Spiders. And this one is also printed in my chapbook, which is called Letters Never Sent. And I'll read it to you.
Okay.
Spiders. The spider on the wall spoke as he began to crawl. What you doing in the shower? Don't you know you ain't got the power? I can jump and I can spin. I can do almost anything. Oh, that spider's back, trying to remind me of what I lack, spreading his web for me to catch, trying to constantly outmatch my sense of abilities. That spider thinks he's smarter than the birds and the bees. The spider's on the shelf now, spoke only to himself now. I'm looking for a nest, he'd say. And just as he would look away, thinking that he still got the power, that's when I watched him down the drain in my shower.
Good grief. We are going to get letters from the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Spiders. No, spiders. They're a splinter group, actually. You can find them on the web. I can't believe I said that. Anyway, Carol, rescue
No
us.
spun intended, but
Rescue
I don't know
us,
if I can
Carol.
rescue out of that.
Give us a poem.
Well, my second poem is such a contrast to that because it's a very serious poem, and I run the gamut as well, but I'm going to give you this pretty serious one that I promised they'd do. God, hear my prayer. Show me the abyss between care and despair. Let me know the difference between paranoia and true fear. Enlighten me, don't frighten me. Don't scare me, but repair me. Let me see the colors and let me feel the pain. But when I am beyond that, then what will remain? Must I see all their thoughts and feel all their fears? take all their sins among my arrears? These are not my errors, these are not my sins, these are not my terrors, for no one ever wins when someone goes to war. Please, God, don't make me close that door. Not when I'm this close, for this is what I'm supposed to do, to get closer to you. I'm fighting demons left and right. I am fighting now with all my might. I am fighting now to make it right. I am fighting now. It's such a sight, me kicking, screaming, trying to get free, trying to escape again from this dichotomy. We're right back where we started. Back alone to be. Carol, Carol, me, me.
Zoe?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Quick, there's a spider coming.
Hey, you, sexy man, the one who's always moving in the opposite direction. I feel like one of those cheap Scottish Terrier magnets. You know, the black one and the white one from the vending machine at the truck stop your parents used to buy to make you shut up. Our timing's always wrong, and we never click for long. I think I'd recognize you best by the back of your head, and yet we push and pull and spin and dance, knowing full well we don't stand a chance. Or do we? When my loneliness I can no longer bear, I call you. A female voice on the other end inevitably will send me back to my despair until I no longer care. And that's when you will call me, because by then I am finally happy, and you are lonely. So which one are you? Are you the one I let get away and marry Mr. He Will Do because you don't? Or do I break through and pin you down and hope that our sweet fantasy can survive reality? No, that won't do. Or are you the one who someday will come and make true all my dreams? I doubt that very much. I think you'll find your place between my pillow and my spouse. Haunting me and taunting me is more what you're about. So which one are you? The elusive butterfly who can retain its beauty even when it's no longer free? Or the songbird who no longer sings once someone has clipped its wings?
Spiders, butterflies, terrier magnets. We've got everything here today with the Acoustic Poets. I want to take a moment to do a little business. I want to brag about our magazine here. This is Medicinal Purposes, put out by Poet the Poet. We're very proud of it. And by the way, we are filming today from the Crescent City Coffee House in Floral Park. It's on Tulip Avenue near the railroad station.
I'll drink that coffee for you.
Oh, okay. I have an allergy myself, so I stick to other strange liquids. But the important thing is that the owners, Pina and Rosie, are very kind to let us come in here and film all these things. And they don't stop there. They not only let us run a Poet the Poet open, but also the Acoustic Poets have an open here as well. And you can get all kinds of poetry in this place, as well as the good food and the drinks and the whatnot. And that being in mind, I want to get further intoxicated with another round of poetry from these three lovelies. So, Paula.
This is one that I do a lot of different types of poetry, but I think a lot of what I'm probably known for is this one. It's called Twisted, and this one requires group participation.
Okay.
My friends here know when to chime in.
Oh, it's not along the lines of, come on, baby, let's do the Twisted?
No, it's not along the lines of that.
All right.
It has nothing to do with dancing. This goes along the line of my social commentary work, and I do a lot of that.
Okay.
Twisted. They will electrocute Susan Smith tonight. It's because she is a woman and she doesn't have the sight to see it's all twisted. All the women of Union who sit vigil at John D. Lake righteously talking about their lily white community, well, it's really fake. They screamed out loud, "Burn her!" after her arrest. Why are other women even saying this in jest? Didn't we fight off the burnings in Salem some centuries ago? Right now, we've already got 45 other women currently sitting on death row.
It's all twisted.
The people are angry because she's mentally ill. The people are angry because she's sexually involved and they think this case is solved. The people are angry at her because she was sexually abused. Well, I am not amused. What about the stepfather and Republican Party leader who was with her at 15 and probably beat her? What about the father and son Finlay who shared her on the same day? What about the few bucks David Smith is going to steal from his new major publishing deal?
It's all twisted.
Meanwhile, on Channel 4, we are getting a lesson in criminal law. Free OJ, free OJ. He too is on trial for murder, but it's okay. We won't electrocute OJ tonight. He's a man, he's got clout, he's got money, he's got might. Well, I know that she confessed and that murder is a capital offense. And I know that she strapped her sons in, and I know they were too young to swim. And I know she lied, and she blamed her loss on a black. But this is what society gave her, and this is what she gave back. End of poem.
Twisted. Carol, can you untwist us?
Yeah, I can twist you into a relationship poem. This is pretty twisted too, but
Yes.
it's called 16 Years Later. 16 years later, he says to me, you were more my style. Style? What? Sit a while, I say, as I ponder a retort. 5,000 days too late, perhaps $1 million short. I would have given my life for you. You gave your life for her. You are the love of my life. You know that's true. And now, you say you're sure? You're not happy there? I see you've lost your spark. You sold your soul to the devil, but I simply can't embark on a journey that would end in sudden death of my heart, my soul, my aching, sobbing breath. It took a decade to fall out of love with you. I listened 400 times to I will always love you, and I cried the first 300 times to do. And that's just part of what it took to purge you. And now you say, you were more my style. 16 years later, you see it now. It just took a while. Love lost.
The clock is running. Zoe, a little one, please.
Okay. I am the echo that calls you forever, the conscience which shows you the way to belong. And if you'll allow me, I'll love you forever and make you the voice to the words of my song. I am the soft, silvery rays of the moonlight, the ocean that changes the shape of the land. And if you could feel me, you'd know that I'm with you, waiting forever for you to reach for my hand. I am the soft falling rain in the springtime, the flowers that bloom and make all of life new. And if you'll just listen, you'll hear the wind blowing, gently that whispers, with love, I am you.
Thank you, ladies. A marvelously talented bunch here. The acoustic poets, Paula Kersey, Carol Carroll, and Zoe Jade Austin here in the Crescent City Coffee House in Floral Park. It gives me a chance to slip in a little one, if I can. Song to be sung near a water cooler. The business is flowing rather slowly, so I crunch on cashew cannoli, waiting for some inane task to provide me an opportunity to bask in the spotlight, clear a few groschen, and augment the case for my promotion. Alas, the bleakness of the economy is accurately reflected in my physiognomy. My job is a wax museum's burlesque till they catch me sleeping. at my desk. And that's about it for Poet to Poet. Again, I'm Robert Dunn. Thanks to the Acoustics, and we'll be seeing you.